What up, what up, what up? Welcome to episode 3 of Groovitate.
Pogi-SawSaw with beats and tunes supplied by
Bless you, you goose.
It is 2018. We are broadcasting to you live from Osaka.
Oh yeah, just make a circle. Snake out in that direction for whatever reason.
Mind you, we've just come out of a Blue Monday. For those of you who subscribe.
Well, little sparkles from your chest there.
Numerology and astrology. So I thought it'd be fitting.
Well, I think we're doing some Yo Llama.
Hit game. Smash hit.
At this point, I've been thinking about
Whatever you want to call it.
getting back into stretching.
And while planning this podcast, guys,
A lot of tension in the neck there. Trying to open up the hip flexors.
I must have centered my subconscious.
Yeah, thematically it went with this video game music.
And I thought I created a new song.
So I'm doing my figure eights and yielding something from the earth.
Of me.
Using all my buttery moves. Trying to be on some contemporary dance bullshit, but still keeping it within my own personal style. There you go, there's the Kundalini rising, bringing it back.
And welcome
So I'm not really grooving here, guys, obviously. I'm just
the Master 11 year
warming myself up,
2018.
trying to keep with some symmetry, so to speak.
Rough time in 2017. Now's the year to take action.
Bit of animation there,
Utilize all the trials and tribulations.
animated styles.
And remember the good and the fun times. Take it all in your stride. And commit.
Oh, look at that.
Whatever it is you want to pursue.
Bit of floss there attached to my shoulder. Just opening up the heart there and bringing it down to my knee, because that's what you do. Bring that leg up, bringing it back,
Do your best.
flipping that sort of robotic steez.
Version of yourself in 2018.
Oh, and just because harmonics make me want to point to the sky again and then become a clock face for a second.
Right in the middle of 2 super moons.
Keeping the cadence there with my feet, opening up the heart.
Let's enjoy the calm.
Why? I don't know. Kundalini rising up. Oh yeah. You tell the Bootsy. Is that new Kali Uchis track? Check out the mix on mixcloud.com. Sitting in the cut there, giving it that jig. Did you ever wonder? So just trying to keep with the cool posturing. Some basic gestures based on the lyrics. This is probably the third time I would have heard this song. Oh, I didn't even realize that I hit the bass, pulling the bass line there. Oh, shit. Here's my boog style. We're heavily influenced by Sugar Pop. It was one of our mentors since 2004, even earlier, 2003. I just like pointing up in that direction, don't I? So these are all my buttery moves. Rocking that shamrock there, keeping the lurch positioning with my neck, hitting that drum roll with my shimmies, come from my rocking background, up rock background, and then I'm stepping out like this which is influenced by soul dance, the shingling, but yeah, now we're just moving to some general grooves here. Picking moments to pause. Trying to introduce some patterns there for a second. Maybe no longer than half a bar. Here's the halftime breakdown. Messing around with a step out, walk out. Messing with some waves, some basic flexi. Oh, a bit of Troy Ave. Bit of twisto flex, snake wave out. Tracing elements in it. I used to commentate my own dancing. So I really had to slow this track down, and yeah, gradually speeding it up. Yes, back to the original BPM. So here I'm trying to hit that kick pattern and hit those, is that guitar or whatever that sound is, with the shoulders. Doing my four corners, keeping it visually varied. Yeah, I'm kind of messing with a Steve Martin-esque pattern because of the kick drums. Ka-dum dum chop, chop, ka-dum dum chop. I don't know what this move is called in this generation style of dance. I'm still keeping it within Steve Martin vibe. But yeah, I've seen that move without the elbow jig. Oh yeah, just step on the bed on beat. Okay, yep. Note to self. Work with that weird front rigid moonwalk jig. But maybe, yeah, roll back more like that, yeah. So it's more 3D and less to the front. But yeah, that'd be good for some battle shit. See that little sort of frog leg I did there before? Just flips the shaping, visual shape of myself for a second and refreshes the eye. The problem with this groove stuff, if you're using it for performances or battles these days, is so dynamic and so high skilled that, you know, people's attention span starts to wane after a couple of minutes, you know, a couple of seconds in the quick pace world of dance competition. So I don't know, maybe as a judge I'd be like, yeah, he's kind of sitting there in the cut for way too long and not really bringing anything. But yeah, this Groovitate's not meant for battles. It's meant for me just as another way to exercise. By this stage I think I'm not feeling it anymore. That's why I'm doing a little yap 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 with my hands, doing this zigzag up and down the body. think I'm over the track already. But here you see me, I'm figuring it out on the spot. How to hit that guitar lick or whatever it is. I'm just trying to swag it out now. Scratching your back because he's bored. There we go, a little bit of a whoop-de-doop-de roundabout thingamajig. Try to reverse it, but yeah, not to yourself. It's kind of like a cobra out. There we go with the shingling, dime stop, dime stopping. Because of that snare being distinctly louder, I make that a point of reference. Be good to hit that crash cymbal. Let's see if there's one coming up. Alright, let's go into a violin breakdown. Left hand needs some work to do. There you go, Kundalini outrising. Wait till you hear this remix, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, Justin Bieber, fuck yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's a pop track, but you know, it's got the Curious. I think is Curious is that a cameo? But yeah, I'm doing a two-step 80s funk disco boogie. Shingling, there you go. So here I am trying to emulate some Motown, simple, you know, group singing routines. I'm curious. Oh, yes. I'm curious. Yes, my buttery ankle rolls. Trying to have this sort of polyrhythm happening with my arms, my legs. Just ending up where I end up and trying to groove out of it. Oh, a little bit of the body roll there. Here we go. Motown. It's too late for me to say sorry. I don't even know the lyrics. Hey. Oh, you see that? Bringing in my burns. Imagining a cannon of all the four singers there. Doing the basic routines. Just watch Soul Train, guys, and you can see all these bands doing these little cool routines. They follow the vocal line there with the oh, oh, oh. What are you doing Harlem Shake, bro? See, I'm even laughing at myself there. What a goose. See how I prepped up there, guys, because I just knew where the drop was coming. A very sugar pop of me there to like drop that knee down. It's also my breathe in technique there from Up Rock. Rocking those simple flex patterns. Skipping the last triple there to continue the move. Oh, a bit of like a crazy legs glidey roll technique there with the legs. Definitely an area for future exploration. Building up the vocab there in the legs. Very Asiatic sounds. Doing some hybrid ticking, twirling thing. Now getting Islander on my pupils. Doing a bit of a bump there and then bringing it back to the tribal stuff. Vibrating that mana out of my hands, my fingers. But these are all my buttery go-to moves: snaking, kundalini, ankle rolling, micro jigs there. Here we go.
Stay different. And 5. Pogi-SawSaw.
Acting the synths out. Like, what's he doing? What's he looking at? Oh, look at yourself in the mirror, bro. Breathe in. Oh yeah, open up your heart, mate. And then send it in a beam of light to the sky. Oh. Opening it out laterally now. Bit of a tippy toe. Yeah, the log drums sort of becoming this canoe sailing kind of boogie dance thingy. Just trying to follow the movements around. Here we go, that's a nice groove there. Oh shit, and then I flipped it into shoveling the dirt up. There go the shovel. Yep, up, left, up, right. Using that synth pattern to get myself out of position. Rocking there for a little phrase and tick it out. Oh, let's see where it takes me. Oh, that's a little interesting sort of slow, fast, whippy animation thing. Let's see how I rock to this Black Eyed Peas track now.
You from the Black Eyed Peas.
Pogi-SawSaw, street living, caught in the trap. Guns are both sell crack or rap.
I'm getting on the rock there. Basic freestyle steps. Some Indian stepping. Pretty standard affair. I think what's going on here is that I'm just maybe a little bit too focused on the breaking steps, because I can hear that continuous ride cymbal in the background, but when it wasn't playing during the bass section, see, now it's not existent. I could have attempted to try and change up my groove. Doing some throw burns. There we go, a bit of Indian step there with a hop. Some rockin' freestyle there. And yep, he's tired.
still an immigrant, and if you ain't here, you can see in prison. There's more niggas in the prison than there ever was slaves. Cotton.
So I guess because maybe I'm doing a lot of stuff in 8s, you know, I just kind of felt like that was a moment to take a pause, a break, and it just so happened that the next track is also mixing in.
Street living, ain't no rules. Break the law, make the breaking news. The life you choose could be the life you lose. Niggas getting
So hopefully by the end of all of these Groovitate sessions, my fitness would have increased. Body's ready to sort of go into a lot more harder, intense dancing battle styles. I'm injury prone, dislocated both knees, so I need something gentle, like stretching and grooving. So the blending of these two beats has got me doing this.
Don't give in to the fear.
Hey. Keep your eyes closed while you cough, bro. So I'm really trying to hit the beats here, but now I'm back on my groove. Yes. Just a little tippy toe to bring the angle up. No crash cymbal, unfortunately. There we go. Now this is perfect for a Harlem Shake. That sick bass jig. Rest in peace, Kid Atlas. Damn shame. Really talented producer. There we go, Kundalini Rising. Yeah, what do you guys call this step? Please put in the comments below. A lot of the kids do this dance now to like a lot of the trap and swaggy beats. But I like how it feels as a move. Here we go with my buttery over the head flows. A bit of a sideways wave out. Yep, sorry, no. That's when you know I don't actually really know this song. Yeah. Get on that old man steez. And this very Latin American way to dance, this, and mixed with Afro-Caribbean Latin, shall we call it that. Just sit there on the spot, slightly hunched over, wobbling those knees. So this is how I rock, yeah. I always rock to like all sorts of different stuff. It's a Filipino band named Four of Spades. Definitely never hear this at a dance battle. But when else are you gonna dance to it? So I'm like, bugger, I'm gonna dance. So I'm trying to keep this 2 cadence, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, yeah. Which is how I identify with rock dance or up rock. 2, 1, 2. I didn't even realize it was a continuous kick drum pattern here. Doop, doop, very rocky. Indian step hop in. Guess because I'm being slack, I'm not really using my arms. Thinking about my feet too much. There we go, the double Indian hop. There you go. There you go. Rigid powwow styles. reckon that's where I hurt my knee, but all good. Fortunately, the guitar riff has changed for this phrase of music, so my little air guitar thing didn't work. Halftime breakdown. Take a deep breath because he's wrecked. Yep, everyone's there alone doing their thing, so he says. Some different shit he's saying. Hitting the crash there. So I was thinking about up to this point, like, yeah, I haven't even rolled my arms yet. And rolling just keeps that kind of groove going, you know, visually at least, you know. Here I am grooving out to that continuous kick, finally. Hitting those crash cymbals. Nice little offbeat there. Wish I knew it was coming. I've heard this song maybe 4 or 5 times already. You can tell I'm getting tired. 20-minute mark. Now you see me trying to mess with some arm patterns, hand styles. And yeah, I'm just really just throwing my legs and arms around and just trying to amp it up. You know, and you know, hyping myself up, building my own climax up, and that resulted in me doing a sort of twirly, windy up burn, throwing the knife on the crash at the end. So yeah, one of the things that's inspired me since I was a kid was cartoons, martial arts movies, and video games. So you know, there's a sort of an old ancient method for b-boys to create moves from back in the day. Let's see what we come up with on this track. Is this song, I think, Unthinkable by Alicia Keys remix.
2018.
Here I am imagining that there's a girl in front of me. I'll tuck the side of my hip to her hip. And we're just grooving and enjoying that downbeat. Moving back and forth. Now she's got her back turned. And I'm dancing behind her. And now I've got my back into her front. So I'm holding her back now. And we're swaying together. And I've spun her around, around my neck. I'm holding her upper waist. Getting low, get low, get low. Again, now she's facing me. I think I'm around my neck. And then in my head I must be thinking, yeah, we'll just enjoy this last groove, and then I'm probably gonna back off and she can go and do her little solo, have a little bit of a freestyle by herself. Warm up the floor, and after that I take in the full instrumental breakdown. Lamaroc's turn. Ooh. First time I noticed that one. Just basic boog vibes. You know what that groove, where that groove belongs to, that I was just doing there. Look, maybe very disco, hey. Shoulder jig forward and back. 10 minutes on the clock. What about this? Where would that groove come from? That little side hop there, technique we learned from Sugar Pop when he was teaching us the rock steady. So for me and some of my friends that dance, we really trying to expand a particular style or movement. So where before I was doing the rock steady, I was really trying to like continue that rock steady movement and flip it. That way when we freestyle we have more options of, depending where our bodies are positioned, what we can do with a particular move, instead of that move always being that that same basic that everyone else around the world does. Exploring my locking techniques with a real basic groove. Oh yeah, whip. Bit of the nay-nay there in my groove. Pacing across the body. Bit of the penguin piano lock there style. Going down into a breakdown, locking in the front. As you can tell, my styles are very influenced by Sugar Pop. Or a particular era of Sugar Pop. Another technique we learned there from him, half lock and half pace. Bringing back to Steve Martin. But at least I could hit that crash with the air points. Got Suede next with Vanilla, or is it Vanilla with Suede? Can't remember what the band's name is. So I used to use this track to teach up rocking about 3 or 4 years ago. There with that triple movement, and then the weight to catch a 2. 3 and 4 and 1, 2. So you could keep that cadence. 2, 3, 4, 1. And then usually your partner would walk around, do a bit of a freestyle. and I would try to get them to hear that little wah jig.
Stay fresh like suede.
Here I am with all my rocking up rock buttery steps and arm gestures. But we just want to maintain the rock. Two. Dun, dun, dun. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. So yeah, I'm just going with it. See if you catch the wah. I'm a bit delayed, check it out. Yeah. I haven't heard this song in a while. Gestures. Almost went into the whip there. Bring the leg up, locking style, but making it more of a Muay Thai thing. I've never done Muay Thai, so excuse my technique. But here we're getting real soul train, loose bodied, funky. And here we're going into a bit of like some punking, a bit stiff there. I think we're gonna do it. Another sugar pop technique we learned. Coming up here, downstairs, upstairs, into a burn. Nice. Sorry, I'm being a bit narcissistic, guys, but you know, analyzing my stuff and sharing it with you. Hopefully this stuff can help you out.
And now we're going to a throwback.
And you know,
Throwback.
help expand your own dance, or give you a sense of inspiration that you might be looking for at this point in time. Check this track out from 2009.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is dedicated to all the rockers out there keeping the original tradition alive. Put your hands together for the mighty Zulu.
Shout outs to Rubber Band Beats, all the way out of WA. Breathe in, breathe out, no doubt. So when I wrote this song, guys, I was trying to like write about our dance, and thought in my head, would it be sick if the film clip was all these people doing these steps in the film clip? So like turning breaking into a social dance again. Be great. They miss you, R.I.P. All for the love that make you an OG. Rusty Shank for president. Bring out the Colt 45. So if you don't know, the Colt 45 is that knee drop. Getting out of control to the original. So 2, 3, 5, 6 step. They're all footwork steps on the floor. Breathe in, breathe out. Steps from mambo number 5, or mambo number 5 that you do in your rocking. And I'm throwing a lot of tributes to like a lot of original breaks. It's my Charlie walk. And then here, like, yeah, being like sort of crazy legs when he loosens up, I think at the Roxy or whatever that club was. Battling dynamic rockers, I think. By this stage, guys, I'm wrecked. It's like 40 minutes into the session. So now I'm trying to get into the outlaw steps. But I'm not really lifting the legs up high. I'm that tired. See if I do the breathe in rock dance. There you go, that was it. There you go, that's the breathe in, breathe out rock dance. I can't stop around the world. Zulu spin or scramble twirl. Dynasty. Yeah. And I cried, and I was like, ha 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 ha. So I'm really shouting out a lot of the breaks that meant a lot to us back in the day. And I think that's what's lacking from the current b-boy generation is, unfortunately, maybe because they don't know or they've not gotten used to the sound of the original breaks, they don't know how to, they don't enjoy it, you know, and it's just a generational difference. So, you know, try and embrace what the new generation's listening to, but it starts to get a bit monotonous after a while, especially when you hear it at every dance event. I guess similarly with the old breaks, it was the same. Eventually got played out. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next ep. Peace.